board. We asked 100 married women, name something you've been tempted to do to your husband when he's fast asleep.
Hit him.
Hit him.
Good answer. Good answer.
You have to ask yourself, like, why would she answer that question like that? And the reason is because the man that she's with, she's really don't respect.
Hit him.
Check his phone.
Check. Wow. Check his phone.
How is check his phone not on there? Checking his phone should have been #1 and she should have got a 50 for it.
I was watching a podcast from Andrew Tate, and that's when I started putting the pieces.
I could never use you. You don't drive a Benz. You don't drive a Monty.
Why do I need to drive a Benz?
You drive a Honda.
What?
You don't drive nothing good. You don't have nothing for me to use you with.
That's enough. That's enough. Okay, let me ask you a quick question. I saw you getting emotional. Do you still love her?
I can't love a girl who uses me for my money.
I said yes or no question. Do you still love her?
No, I can't. I can't. It's hard. It's hard to love. No.
Because you are a king.
So listen up. Votes are in. They've been tallied. Not even a close vote. 71% to 29% in favor of the plaintiff. $4,000. This case is closed.
Nigga, what?
That's what happens with the typical girl who wants to show out. Granted, let's be honest. These are all scripts, but all of these scripts are always relating to real life events, which are always coming from a better, bitter place and worst case scenarios. Most relationships are not going to end up like this. It's just that you have a lot of relationships out here that are going down this road because it becomes entertainment. What do I mean? A lot of the music, TV that you're watching start to mold your personality and mold how you think. So pretty much everyone is under the matrix. Not all, but a lot of people are under this blue pill matrix where they're actually adjusting their life to the words that are in music and to scenes that they're seeing on TV. This is why I tell you guys, women live in themes. They watch a scenario that happens on TV. They listen to a scenario that happens in a song, and they adjust their life to fit these scenarios so the music sounds better and they can relate to the movie more.
That shelter has become much more expensive, that energy is more expensive. You all noticed that food has become much more expensive, that shelter has become much more expensive, that energy is more expensive, that many consumer goods are simply unavailable. Can you not see that this is going to get worse if the Deloitte-style moralists have their way?
He's right. Everyone doesn't see all of these events that are happening because everyone is blinded by entertainment. No one wants the truth when the lie is more entertaining. And if you stop and look at life, things are getting much expensive, and soon everyone would be in survival mode.
How much short-term pain are you going to be required to sustain? Decades worth? All your life and the life of your children? It's very likely for your own benefit. Remember that.
And I absolutely agree with him, which is why it's very important for a lot of people who are spending time alone is to find yourself. If you stop and look, all these masks are happening every week now when they used to happen every couple of years. It's getting worse, but everyone's brains have been hijacked to the entertainment.
The reason why so many women are single nowadays is because of feminism. Like, y'all all think you're independent. You think you can do it all. You think you're queens, or you think you're the bad bees. But at the end of the day, what do you really bring to the table? Because someone like me, I cook, I clean, I take care of the home, I do the laundry. If I had kids, I'll take care of the kids too, while I let my husband go out and do all the manly things. But y'all are doing it like me. I'm a beta female, and that's what men like. So if you want to find a man, you want to get into a relationship, you have to become a beta female like me. And that's it.
What I want you guys to understand from this statement, you need to avoid women like this at all costs. I'm letting you know that right now. You need to avoid women like this at all costs. You would notice on the internet, You have a lot of women that cannot get attention anymore with their face. They can't get attention anymore with their body. They can't get attention anymore with their look because a lot of girls can master the look. A lot of girls can look good. They can transform themselves. So the only way that women are noticing to get attention now from a man is to actually go against other women and to play on the man's side. But let's think about it. How many girls, especially African-American women, you know can do these things that she said do? Right. They don't naturally come up and do this. And the ones that are doing it, they're not even on the internet bragging about it. They're just doing it. They don't have time for it. I tell people all the time, this is a place for hurt people. When you have people coming into this space who aren't hurt and they just trying to tell people how good they are and how good their relationship is, they're lying because they know no one's going to be there to verify it. No one's going to be there to check out. Even if you look at some of these girls online who are married and you look at their husband, you're like, yo, this dude's kind of weird. You're telling people you're in a good relationship, but it looks like you and him don't even get along. It looks like y'all are just two different people. So be wary of women out here who are talking like this because 9 times out of 10, they're lying. I tell you guys all the time, people that are happy, they smile all the time. People that are miserable, they always laugh out loud. And the reason why happy people smile all the time is because they've accepted life. They've accepted the negativity. They've accepted the positivity. They've accepted the fact that they have to adjust themselves in order to survive. People that are claiming to be happy are always trying to give you a one-size-fit-all conclusion to your life, and it never works that way. People who are happy spend less time telling you that they're happy because they have nothing to prove to you. But people who are miserable would spend all their time trying to convince you that they're happy because they have nothing else going on whenever they're not around you. It just becomes a form of entertainment. And that's what you have a lot of these girls doing. They're just grabbing your attention, telling you what you want to hear for attention, just so you gravitate towards them. And this is no shot to anybody because one of my, the only girl that I really feel is truth is going to be like Danica, Just Purely Things. You got a couple others out there, but most of these girls out here, they're going to be just telling you guys the fraud. But in my opinion, you got like Danica and Just Purely Things. They're pretty much honest with what they're doing. They keep it real.
I think this whole independent woman shit is a scam. Hear me out. I've been working since the age of 16 and I'm pretty successful in my professional life. But when you're so used to providing for yourself as a woman, you lose that feminine touch in you. And I think when it comes to my dating life, I've mostly attracted narcissists because of this reason. I guess because narcissists want to go for the strong, independent woman. They want something out of that relationship. Basically want to use her and manipulate her. It's an ego boost for them to manipulate such a successful woman. But when it comes to men who actually want to love you and care for you, those men don't care about how much you make, what you do, because they know that they have to provide because they are the man in the relationship, regardless of what you make. I wish I had known this sooner, but now that I do know, I'm just not really about that independent woman life. As a woman, I just want to be that nurturing spirit around a man. Not any man, I mean my partner. And I want him to lead. Not saying that I can't lead, but I'm just saying that as a woman, it's not my job to provide. My job as a woman, organically, is to nurture. You can disagree if you want, but I'm just talking from experience.
All right, if she's talking from experience, then she should understand that guys who are independent is not looking for an independent woman. Men who are successful, we're not tracking down the woman who has the highest education, who don't need a man, who wants that. We don't go for these type of women and look at them as challenges and says, I want an independent woman just so I can change her. It doesn't work that way. The more independent a woman is, the weaker of a man that's going to be attracted to her. Strong men can always get a beautiful, weaker woman. Why would we have to go with a woman who's so combative? The more combative you are with a woman, the more of a distraction she's going to be from you getting the money. So yes, this girl is lacking. She's lacking the experiences. You know what this is? This is an ugly fat chick who turned skinny and powdered makeup on her face. And a couple of little bougie guys are telling her that she's cute. So she feel like she can talk to get the attention. She scraped this makeup off. You're going to see a whole entire different girl. That's what I see through there. Based off the fact that she said independent, strong men want a independent, strong woman. No, they do not. Alpha and alpha are not attracted to each other, which is why you always see these independent women with Steve Urkels running around. You never see them with the type of guy that they want. But the type of guy out there who is dominant and masculine, he always ends up with a submissive woman no matter what.
It's like I said, you don't see nobody fighting for women to go and fight in Ukraine when they sent them all here. It's the men over there fighting. Where's the people protesting for the women to stay in the army and fight? The Russian men. It's quiet. Women only want equality when it comes. They don't want equality when it comes to relationships. They want equality everywhere else, but in terms of relationships, we want to keep it traditional. So you have to kind of pick a side.
He's right. Women want equality whenever it comes to a relationship, so she don't feel like you're bossing her around, and she feels free to do what she want to do and tell you what you want to do in the relationship because she's in control of the nana. But when it comes to the physical form, he's right. Women are not getting to get out of here and go fight. They're not about to do physical jobs. You know what they're going to do? They're going to hang around a whole bunch of other men, and they want to act like they're volunteering to help, but the muscle is already done. That's why when you drive past those side workers and they got the little blonde out there holding it, right, that's all she's good for. It's just holding the flag. She's good at holding the sign. She's good at on the walkie-talkie to let you know, hey, all the cars this way have already came by. Send the other come. That's what she's good for, because that's the only thing that she could physically do. When women try to get out here and do physical things as a man, they normally end up hurting themselves. They want equality in the relationship for control. They want to control the relationship. And that's the problem most women are going to face. By the time they're 35, 40 years old, I'm sorry to tell you this, but guys are pretty much only going to want to sleep with you. And the guy in your 20s who wasn't getting women that you felt like you were better than, that's going to be the guy you settle for. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Whoa. Hasta la vista.